Whoo, yeah. Episode 3, iGnant Podcast. We're not even going to waste any time today. Gonna have some great laughs. My boy Jay Pharoah is actually a tease, and I'm gonna have him again. So enjoy Jay Pharoah real quick. Then we're gonna go to my homie Vic Mensa. Another cool homie right there. We gotta keep it moving. Don't forget to subscribe to the iGnant Podcast. Follow it now on Instagram too, at iGnant Podcast. So you can be updated on there. But other than that, the best way to get updated is to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Whoo Army. Shout out to the iGnant Army. Loudspeaker Network. Let's not even waste any time. iGnant Podcast. Bring my man in here, Jay Pharoah. In your mouth.
I have an abnormal amount of spit. Because I'm the best spitter.
You sound like you are always in the cold. You're like, you're spitting. Yeah, like what?
Cough.
You don't take medication, like, vitamin
for what?
C, you know that?
No, vitamin C. Yeah, vitamin C. Look, I'm so sick. That's what I need. I need a dose of vitamin C.
Take
but
some orange juice or something.
I do take action. I take emergency. It ain't for everybody.
I know, man.
Yeah, emergency.
Crazy.
Don't pop for them, though. You'll be in the bathroom all night. It's like taking 3 omega fish pills. When you take 3 omega fish pills, you're on the toilet all night. You're on the toilet all night. You gotta take a blanket in the toilet. You'll have a fever.
You have a lot of flashbacks of all your hit records when you talk, man.
Yeah.
Is that an issue? Do you see a doctor about that?
Nah, I don't think it's an issue. I think I got the whole. I've been all over the globe.
You drinking that damn Pope water, man. You fucking
the Pope water. Yeah, I was hoping. You ever think that there's so many people in that city? Mm-hmm. You ever think when the lights, when the sun goes down, the Pope goes out there and he dips his wang in the water? You ever think of that? And the people just putting their bottles in there. So really, you're just drinking Pope meat.
Holy shit!
holy meat. Holy meat, nigga. Yeah. The only hole in my meat's on the top. I don't do piercings. I don't like Prince Albert.
That's my best friend, Prince Albert.
Prince Albert's your best friend?
Yeah.
You talking about from WWE?
No, Prince Albert from
where's he from? No, I want to hear this.
He's from Monaco. He's the Prince of Monaco.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about that one. Does he have? I don't know. They call it the Prince Albert when you get your thing pierced.
Oh,
yeah.
You talking about that other thing?
Yeah, the Prince Albert. You ever be watching a porno and you see a motherfucker with he look like he got the bulldog lip on his dick? That's because he had it and he took it out. Maybe a chick ripped it out there.
I didn't know that, man.
Can't stop that. That's leakage.
We got your boy coming up next. 50 cents.
Pause. I meant to say pause.
Yeah.
I didn't say pause, but I meant to say pause. I don't have to say pause. All of y'all can suck my balls through my drawers.
Yo, man.
I told you already. I'm too confident and secure in my masculinity. I don't care.
Your flashbacks are getting out of hand today. A bad case of flashbacks.
All the time. Who care? Yeah. Who you know better than Hov? Riddle me that. A lot of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can't 50 Cent mirror me rap. Yeah. I heard you say he's coming up.
Yeah.
He's coming up.
Before I even talk about 50, there's another guy that you got beef with indirectly, though, because he's been saying for years.
Who?
He's been saying hell yeah for years.
Who? Little John?
No, Dr. Dre.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying, yeah. You know how Lil Jon does that? Yeah. And then Usher started doing it back in 2004. Yeah. Yeah.
You have a lot of history in your head.
I'm sorry. Now, Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Well, you got some indirect shit with him? Like,
what do you mean?
He's been saying hell yeah for a long time.
So what? It's not going to sell any of those beats. Him saying hell yeah. I mean, that's all the white people. It's got nothing to do with Dre. Because I make beats. Nobody cares. We just want something to listen to in the airport.
So,
let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, man.
Wouldn't it be kind of cool if, you call Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror and you actually got a drink?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you got a Bloody Mary drink.
What's that, a new
like
movie?
With extra vodka.
What?
Wouldn't that be dope?
Why'd you bring that
with
up?
Some olives.
Why'd you bring that up?
Because I'm hungry. And I want a breakfast drink. Yo, somebody make me a Bloody Mary right now. Tell my publicist, make me a Bloody Mary. You don't have the resources? Well, find them. Shit.
Jay, man, you're very authoritative today, man. You're very controlling, man.
Listen,
you just came through so I could do the mix, man.
I came through so you can do the mix, nigga. But you forgot my birthday, nigga. My birthday, nigga. Why do you forget my birthday, nigga? That's not the type of shit you should do, my nigga. Cause Hover's an animal that's zoo, my nigga. Shit, I get it through with the crew, my nigga. You fuck with the boy, then you getting slewed, my nigga.
Damn,
shit.
You going in today, Jay?
Yeah. I've said niggas more time than Paula Dean. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Hella jokes.
You went in raw on that going.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. Shit. These little fucks is pissing me off.
What's your favorite song? What's your favorite song that's out there? Here we go. The spinning.
My favorite song that's out there. Like what type? What song?
What's your favorite joint you tuned into, Jay?
Yo, I like that DJ Skrillex song.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that Justin Bieber.
Oh, that.
You know, where are you now? Can I do it? Shit, town that I have you. Shit, where are you now? Where are you now? There.
Jay, calm down. Calm down.
Shit.
You sound like a camel or
Making
something.
somebody stuck their finger in the socket. A camel. Hey, shut up. Call me no camel. I spit. It's the only thing you can compare me to that for.
Oh, well, we'll get into that for you, Jay. Only for you, man. Only for you. We'll
That's
do
the
that
most slowest noise ever. Sounds like Will Smith. Sounds like Will Smith on that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when he was in the church and he was doing it there. You remember that shit? He was going, woo, Ric Flair. You know, what you laughing for, nigga?
Your mouth is, your lip is over your mouth. Like.
My mouth, nigga, that's how I talk. That's how I talk, nigga.
All right.
Who can person I can ask you a question?
Go ahead.
How you been?
Oh, I'm
how's your life?
Everything good. Ever since I got fired by you, I'm
good,
man.
Nigga. Ever since I fired you, nigga. How's your life been, nigga? You been going on trips?
Yeah, I've been doing my thing. I've been traveling, you know what I mean?
You know, you should go Turks and Caicos.
Oh, it's crazy over there?
Yeah. I had Cocoa Puffs.
Get the fuck
when
out
I went
here.
to Turks and Caicos.
Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah. I was on the beach and I was eating Cocoa Puffs.
The cereal?
Yeah. It was chocolatey milk. It's really good.
Yeah, I didn't know you were into that shit, man.
Listen, man, I love chocolatey cereal, man. You know, Cocoa Pebbles.
Isn't it kind of hot out there to be fucking,
Nigga, that's why you drink, that's why you eat cereal, so you can cool down.
Oh, I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? Hey, look, where the fuck is Buck? I get young Buck on the phone right now. I want to talk to him.
Buck is...
I'm having a lot of mishaps in my life. I want to talk to young Buck. Where the fuck is Buck?
Buck is gonna call a little later.
All right. You tell that nigga I said, listen, for Christmas, I'm gonna get this nigga a brush. I need him to keep the waves 360.
Get the fuck out.
You know? Him and Lloyd Banks.
360.
360 waves.
Oh God.
You know, when you put a little grease on that. When I got the grease on that? Just a little bit.
Speaking of grease, or should I say, what do you put on? What do you put on grease?
What I put on grease?
No.
What do you mean? What I put on my hair?
No. What?
Vitamin E. But go ahead.
No, I'm talking about if you have beef, you put it on grease. No, you put grease on beef, right?
I put grease on beef to make this shit real slick.
But you always have beef with somebody out there. And,
I mean, nigga, quite frankly, who could, if you haven't, you know, the whole thing about it is, you know, I'm a total asshole, you know, and I'm going to stay an asshole. Like, I'm not going to stop being an asshole just because people get their feelings hurt. Like, you know, we're in the age of cyberbullying and all this bullshit, so you should be used to it, you know? If I can't be me, who the fuck am I? I'm a funny asshole, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I wasn't funny and just an asshole, like, people wouldn't like me. But, you know, you got to look at the numbers. Like, 50, that is 50.com. This is 50.com. I'm sorry. This is 50.com. Like, you know, you look at the numbers. Like, you know, I'm doing like, I do like 9 million views a day on this is 50.com.
You're not playing, homie.
Yeah, like statistically, I'm fucking them up out here. So I must be doing something right. Shout out to Rick Ross, baby mom. And shout out to Vivica Fox. She ate my ass. It was good.
I can't believe she ate your ass, man. You never told me about this.
Listen, man. I mean, you gotta shut people like Vivica down. You know, you can't allow her to take all of your things and try to put your business out. Because I'm the type of nigga that's gonna put the business out before it even starts.
This is the old Vivica.
Yeah, it's the old Vivica. I don't know what the new one's doing. She's probably licking taints as well. You know?
Well, how many operations was that before? That was like a good 8-9 operations before.
What, Vivica Fox?
Yeah.
I mean, Vivica Fox, I love her to death. But she looks, I mean, if a baby doll was left out in the sun and it was 185 degrees, that's her face. She's constantly melting. I saw on Empire, I was like, this bitch is melting on the screen.
Denzel, what up, man? What the hell are you doing out here in the UK, man?
What am I doing in the UK?
Are you messing with some bad chick out here?
Am I messing with some bad chick?
Yeah, what are you
doing?
know
Damn well I'm married, who kid? Why would I mess with a bad chick, huh?
In the UK, you gotta get caught.
You in the hoop? You know what? They do say if you are overseas, you do not have to pull out because you will probably not see this person again. And if you do, then you pay them the overseas child support, which is 50 cents a day.
Get the hell out. That's great.
That's overseas child support. You see that?
What?
Yeah,
so it's 50, so what is it, a pound a day in the UK?
Yeah, it's $1 a day.
It's 90, whatever UK dollars. I don't know.
What? That's $30. That's $30 pounds a month. You can't do calculations. That's 30 pounds a month.
So you're not pulling out right now.
I don't have to. Not overseas, but I don't even put in over here, huh? These American women are thoughts.
You
THOT.
You're so old school.
I'm so old school, yet it still works.
You still listen to Dizzy Rascal? Why? You still bumping Dizzy Rascal?
Yeah, Dizzy Rascal's a good artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington still bumps Dizzy Rascal?
Yeah. The Temptations, everybody. Huh? That's what I like listening to. I like listening out Tom Joyner. That's what I like, son. That Tom Joyner music, huh?
Get the hell out of
that
here.
Old school. I know what I'm talking about. Not this new shit with these new niggas, Young Thug.
What, you don't like Ray Sherman and all?
Huh? What the fuck are they talking about?
They're like,
And then Travis Scott, don't you open up the window, but what if somebody passes gas? Are you going to keep it closed? Huh? Are you going to suffer? Now it smells like farts and kush.
If you think about it like that, Denzel,
exactly.
You know, you
I get a lot of bit, just a little. It's your lifestyle. What the hell is he talking about, huh?
Yeah, where's C3PO?
And then unlock the swag, unlock the swag, unlock.
You like that Beyonce shit, huh?
What? That wasn't Beyonce, son. That was Ray Sherman.
Oh, my bag.
No, see, I know more about this than you do, kid.
I'm really bad, man. I'm more into the UK rappers.
I like UK rappers, huh? Yeah. Shoddy Horror.
You have your own British voice that you could do out here? Do you change your voice for the people out here?
I can't. What, that's the one thing I can't do. You've seen me try to attempt an English accent before. It's not good.
Damn, Denzel.
I can try it. Maybe I should try to redeem myself.
Wow. Is there a favorite?
Well, maybe I should try to redeem myself. To talk a little like this here.
You sound good right now. Yeah, you sound really good. Denzel.
After years and years of studying this, I finally got it down to a T.
Oh, wow.
But if I actually just want to take my voice and sound like I'm from England or England, I can just talk like Idris Elba, Because Idris Elba's like Denzel, he's, basically he just does this. Yeah, he does this all the time. He's like, "Hi, Gov. What up, Mike? How you feel today? Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we do that. Maybe we won't. I was sure about a whole bunch of facial tics, yeah. So basically, this is just Denzel in England. It's Idris Elba.
He sounds just like Idris, Denzel. Man, that was really good, man.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I like him. I like the kid.
So
I think the kid's good.
We got the British actor out the way. Is Idris Elba one of your favorite actors?
Idris Elba right now. I think he's. I think right now he's very convincing, and he's got that sexual swagger that I had when I was younger.
Get the hell out of here.
You know what I'm saying? So it's basically like he is what I was years ago, but I still am.
Oh.
You know?
Okay.
So he's got a little bit of, I can see he's got a little, you know, got a little, you know, just got a little, you know, appeal to him, you know? Yeah, he got a little swagger.
Yeah. You got the UK diet over here. Shout out to Adele. You have naked pics of her?
Do I have naked pictures of
You're
Adele?
the only one I hear. There's a rumor.
I don't have no naked pictures of Adele, man.
Denzel Washington has naked pictures of Adele.
Hello? It's me. I was wondering if you would send a picture of my pee. Huh? I don't have to say that to her. Hello from the other side. If I want to go to the other side, I will go to the other side, and I will do what I have to do. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah, you get it.
So,
you get it, DJ. Okay.
Let's get into Adele, man. We out of here, man.
Let's get into Adele.
Let's get into it. Well, you got to get in her, like literally.
Who's going to get in her?
What up?
Fucking crazy motherfucker. You're out of your mind, man. Like,
I ain't got no marbles whatsoever. I don't give a fuck. I need to stop cursing so much, man. That's my New Year resolution, man.
Yeah, you know, is that difficult to fucking stop the curses to be extremely funny? Or you're funny anyway, but does cursing matter?
Nah, man. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need that word for effect. You know what I'm talking about? Like
a good fuck. Like,
yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
like you need one of those. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, what the frick?
Oh, man.
What the frick? Who says what the frick?
Bro, I never laughed so hard in my life.
Word?
That fucking Shaq shit. That Shaq shit had me dying, bro. And then he sounded just like that. Yeah, I was DJing with that nigga. He sounded just like that shit, man.
You can't understand.
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
You can't understand what the hell he's saying.
And he was hyping the crowd. I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yo, Shaq fool gonna kill me. It just sound like feedback. Like he speaks feedback. And that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? When you got a guitar or something like that and it hit, you know, you trying to plug an amp in or something like that and it hit the wrong frequency. Shaq said somebody called my name. Shaq be like, somebody called me. Who called me? I heard somebody call my name.
Man. You fucking crazy.
Hey, man, I'm insane, bro.
Not to mention your tour looks insane. Not to mention, I mean, you have unlimited spot days. You're booked out throughout the whole year. And
it depends. You know, if you're doing I don't do like the middle of the week. Like, I don't do the nigga nights no more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Doing nigga nights. That's when they bring somebody in one day, they give them some chicken wings, and then they tell them to get the fuck out. They be like, thank you for your entertainment. Bye, nigga. And then they leave. But as far as I go, like, I'm a weekend, dog. And I've been on the road.
Killing that shit. Man.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, man, the new material.
And you perform your joints now? You didn't perform
music?
Yeah. Are you performing your music yet?
I did. Yeah. I started.
What was that shit I saw on you? It looked like a fucking concert or something.
It was the Norva. I was at the Norva. It was my hometown. You know, VA. You know what I mean? It was in Norfolk. Everybody came out. Yeah, I mean, and you know, after I finished, I had a standing ovation, and then I was like, I got something special. I said, that's when I was like, we ain't gonna stop this party right now. We got something special for you. And what I did was I brought my homeboy Chris Richardson from Cash Money. You know what I mean? We did it. We got to join together. So we performed that. And wow. He's a very talented dude, and you know, everybody appreciates everything. What I'm trying to do, man, I'm trying to do a full, you know what I mean, a full thing. I'm not gonna stop doing the stand up just to do the music like some folks sometimes they do.
It'd be cool after you do your hour or hour and a half set, then you do like a 20-minute outro performance.
Yeah.
Like you may have to do some kind of production where they move the tables and everybody just wild out. Like,
yeah, man.
That'd be kind of cool. You know, like Dave Chappelle to bring guests out. Maybe you can start doing that shit.
Bring myself out, nigga.
Yeah, but you got rap friends too. Then they come out and you rap and you do your shit.
Yeah,
that'd be some new shit right there.
That'd be lit, nigga.
You just not cuckoo and you're not hiding in Africa. You're popping right now. So.
Hey man, I'm trying to do my thing.
He told me he went to Africa off a vacation. He wasn't crazy.
You talking about Chappelle?
Yeah, he told me. He said the media was.
Everybody go to Africa, come back fucked up.
Yeah, like
I'm serious. They go to Africa and then they change. The shit does something to them. I don't know what mosquito bite them in their ass, but they change, man. They got that new thing over there where you get bit by a mosquito and the fetus got a small head or something like that.
That's what's
I said, shit, it's a bad day to have. There's a bad day to have fallopian tubes. Shit,
that's for like pregnant bitches.
It is. I'm happy. Don't say pregnant bitches, man.
I'm sorry.
Pregnant
women.
Pregnant females.
They got pregnant men now?
No, man.
Oh, so why I gotta say females?
I mean, this is just it sounds proper. A pregnant female or a pregnant lady. Okay. Pregnant lady. It's not a good time for y'all, man. Y'all better be careful, man. How the hell you gonna come out? How the hell you gonna come out with a baby looking like the goddamn thing from Beetlejuice? You know the man that was sitting there with the shrunken hair from Beetlejuice?
How the fuck you got a voodoo head before you even come out the womb and shit? That's messed up. What type of shit is happening right now, bro?
What kind of virus is that?
I don't know. Nigga, whatever type of STD is, I don't want it. I do not want that. You leave that shit over there.
Ooh, J. Pharoah, man, what a fucking crazy-ass clown. And that was only a little snippet right there. Let's bring my boy Vic Mensa in here. Don't forget, subscribe. Yeah, by the way, splash it up too. Subscribe to the iGnant podcast, especially if you want to get updated when I drop on Apple Podcasts. It's out there everywhere. If you missed the last ones, your little baby Seth Rogen, Dipset. Damn, I'm so high I forgot the other nigga. But anyway, this is episode 3, and we're not even gonna waste any more time. Bring Vic Mensa in here. Chi-Town, what's up? Vic Mensa's track that started it all, that woke my ass up. You mad?
Word up. Yeah, aggressive. I remember that. That was a good time.
I know you fucking talked about that, but give me a quick 101. Like, where did the Kanye West shit fast forward from?
Where the Ye shit came from my homie Omas Keith, actually.
Okay.
Omas is a producer who was in a group called Sarah. And Sarah was on,
Sarah.
You know what I'm saying? That's him and Taz Arnold and Shafiq. And so I started working with Omas. He had just finished doing Channel Orange. He was like very instrumental in that project. And I started working with Omas through my homie. His name's Mike Uzawuru. He's a real dope producer. And he put the Ye shit together. He had went and played some of the stuff me and Mike did for Ye. And, you know, Ye ended up flying me out. So I did the record with Ye, Wolves, when I first met him.
Oh, wow.
And then we started writing together. I started fucking with him on his stuff, on his album. And, you know, running around Europe and all that.
The shit that's crazy is because at that time I was doing the Good Music mixtape. I think I probably got like some of your joints, and I gotta go back in that file now.
They was doing a tape at that time. Is that the crew?
It was because I know Sarah was on there.
Oh no, that was before Sarah. Yeah, I mean, I met Omas Keith, you know, around like 2014 or something.
Oh, okay.
So when Sarah was signed to Good Music, I think that was like 08 or something.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. It was a lot of dope stuff over there at that point in time. No, Common and Cuddy and
kidnapped all those guys. I had all those
crazy,
guys at my disposal. You know, kind of like my history with Kanye goes way, way, way back, where I cursed him out and he flipped his car. So I kind of like am the reason why we have this nightmare.
What you mean?
Now.
You cursed him out and he flipped his car?
Well, me and Luda was in the studio, and then my label, which was Capitol, hired him to do all the tracks from my album at the time. And then Luda came out of nowhere to do the, you know, Luda didn't know who Kanye was.
Right.
So he's in there spitting like, 1 + 1 = 2, like mad bars. He just wanted to impress us in the studio, but we didn't know
You said Kanye was.
Yeah, Kanye was rapping.
You talking about 1 + 1 =
I don't know what he was saying, but it was mad spazzing. So me and Luda's like, and I didn't really know him that well
either.
either.
Was like, oh, I thought you was making beats. Bro.
Yeah, but I went in there, yelled at him and shit. But you know, but he was cool. But he was just trying to impress Luda.
Right.
So I told him, yo, go out there and play a beat. Luda's here to pick your beat. But then Luda picked another producer's beat, and he was pissed. So I told him to wait outside. I filmed him for like an hour. It's online. Everything's online. This is like 15 years ago, and he talked about everything he's doing today. He's only gonna fuck with Jay. He's only gonna do beats. Everybody's gonna be on his dick for fashion. Everything's on this one YouTube clip. And I filmed him all the way to outside where he freestyled in the car that he rented, that he flipped.
God damn. I got to go watch that.
Yeah, it's called Before the Wire. Before he fucked up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it's funny how, you know, fate kind of like brings a lot of rap shit together. That's why I wanted to know how, it's funny how all the interconnections of your homies. And,
yeah, because, you know, I mean, the Chi-Town thing to begin with, we both from the rack, so Kanye, you know, was somebody from Chicago that really paved the way for us of my generation to, like, you know, be pro-black and be like all this revolutionary and all this fresh shit too, though, you know, all hip-hop, but still, you know, Louis nigga with a backpack, or Benz with a backpack, all that, you know what I mean? He really paved that ground for us.
And you know, we got to get into your joint Dark Things, man. I saw the video, and you got wolves and all kinds of shit going on.
Them the wolves from Game of Thrones. Them wolves got clout.
What's that? What were you having like a ill like nightmare or something, and you just brought it to life, or?
No, it was actually that video concept came from my homie Bobby Hannaford, who directed the video, and you know what I'm saying. I was just with it because I'm a big fan of like 9 Inch Nails. And,
wow.
You know, like Marilyn Manson type shit, and so we were just coming with that whole Mark Romanek, just Alexander McQueen, real dark landscape. Like I have a tendency towards darkness. If that can answer the question.
Well, your tracks are like fucking insanity, by the way.
It's much darkness, you know what I mean? There's a lot of OC shit.
Okay.
So I got a tendency towards those things. But, you know, I also got, you know, a completely different side. That's the whole Gemini thing, you know what I mean? So it's like I'll be that way, but then I'll also be that thoughtful way with the Charlie Wilson record, The Winner Got Away, that we were just doing. And it's all just, I just try to give each emotion and each side of personality its space. You know what I'm saying? And represent all these things. And I think oftentimes people will be like, well, how you going to do this and then do that? You know what I'm saying? But human beings are that way. You know what I'm saying?
We're yin-yanged out anyway.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
out of here.
One moment you might feel violent as fuck, and the other moments you might be peaceful and in love. You know what I mean? It's all just humanity.
It's just like life. Like one day you could be fucked up. Shit ain't going your way. Then the next day, the best thing happened to you in your life.
You see forget the sunshine.
Yeah, you forget about what the fuck just happened.
You know, I think it is, man. It's like the sun is always shining. You know what I mean? Maybe for a couple of months in Chicago, it's kind of slim, but the sun is always shining. It's just whether or not your perspective is allowing you to see that. And sometimes my perspective doesn't. Sometimes it does.
Hooligans is dropping December 14th, and of course you came up here to hang with your homie.
You already know.
Do a little snippet. Ooh. See ya. Peace. You got your DJ up here, man. What's this ugly nigga? What's his name?
What up? This pretty Eway, a.k.a.
That's
Ugly
your
Einstein.
Man. Oh, that's Ugly Einstein. Smart
and pretty
nigga.
Eway.
Oh, he's a smart nigga, man. Did he have anything to do with approving? Because I remember 50 used to like use me to like go through his music and make sure, not really make sure, but give like a second opinion on tracks.
Yeah, he be in there all the time when I'm working on this shit.
He gives you like,
bitches love when he start freestyling. Every time he come in the room and he start freestyling, he be getting that, all the girls be like, I like him. He's funny.
Yeah, I love this shit right here. Isn't it like the ultimate goal not only to prove your skills and like get respect from your bars, but to get a female fan base? Like usually when you're like a spitter, you go one direction. How does it feel like women are like fucking with your shit?
I mean, it feels good, shit. I
Isn't
love
that crazy?
women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that something I haven't really done enough is actually make music intended, you know, for women or speaking about women, saying the things I want to say. You know what I mean? It's like so often, since I always had a girlfriend, but I was always wilding out too, that a lot of the things I would write about women would be from like this guilty perspective. You know what I mean? Because it'd be like, I'm doing all this, you know, with my girl at home, and it was just, you know, a whole mess. You know what I mean? So I make songs about women, but it would always be like, it wasn't what I wanted to say about women, the place I want to be at, which I think I'm more at with this one. Like me and Ty Dolla $ign got a record on Hooligans called In Some Trouble, which is one of my favorite joints, and it's just like, you know, some of the things I want to say to a woman. You know what I mean?
But you respectfully hold back, like, because of your relationship, which is cool. Like, a lot of people like the reality of it. Instead of
I was doing that.
Yeah, okay.
I was doing a lot of reality, too much reality. It used to be like, I had songs, no cap, I had songs, and it'd be like, because my whole thing is that, like, oftentimes I'm brutally honest. So it's like I have songs, and I was saying in the verses, it'd be like, you know, I ran into my ex in Miami and had sex with her, what a crazy life of mine. You know what I mean? Or some stupid shit. And my girl would be coming to the studio, and I'd be like, hold on, fo, let me punch in that bar. And I'd punch it in with something else, and then play it on some patty shit so she wouldn't hear it. Then one night I had the studio in the back of the crib, And that was my favorite song I had did at that time. So I was like, I woke up and I was over there in the studio listening to it. And then she come in the door, she come in the door. I reached to turn that bitch off. Ooh. She put her hand on my arm. She said, "Let it play."
Ooh, it's on and popping.
She said, "Let it play." I was like, "What I'm gonna do now?" I mean, I just completely snitched on myself.
You got Ty Dolla $ign, man. He's the ultimate dirtbag. Yeah, he's like the homie, man. Like me and him are like twin brothers, man.
Word up, that's a wild nigga.
We're like the evil fucking twins, man. You don't want us around, man. We'll get your ass divorced, man.
I don't have a girl no more.
Oh, well, you good then.
Yeah, I'm Gucci.
Speaking of Gucci, man, it's how's Rock Nation treating you, man? It's Hove's birthday, man. Like,
oh man, I gotta holler at that, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Word up. Yeah, that's my brother, man. You know, I mean, that's family shit.
You ever interacted or learned anything from him or absorbed, like, information?
Hell yeah, so much game. I mean, you know, folks just ooze game. It's like that shit just comes out of them. So it's like, you know, a lot of times he'll just be helping me navigate things. You know, he told me something the other day that was very impactful to me. And, you know, I was going through some controversies for telling some harsh truths, you know what I'm saying? And as far as delivery goes, you know, he was telling me, he's like, man, you know, you could be right, but would you rather be right or in the loving? And that just, you know, that just resonated with me. Shit. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. It's like you're choosing, like, the worst of the worst or the best of the best so you can survive this political bullshit that we go through, man. Like, every time you're politically correct, it could fuck up your shit because everybody don't think the way you do.
Every time, you know, the truth, man, the truth will come to light, but it's hard to swallow, though. You know what I'm saying? And people ain't ready for it. That's why, you know, people take so much comfort in the lies that they've been told, and you know, they hold on to them and they make them their identity. You know, I mean, that's what racism is. That's what this whole country is dealing with right now. Is that white people in this nation have been sold this dream of superiority, you know, and when it starts to get challenged and you got a dark-skinned man in the White House and, you know, niggas popping up left and right in positions of power, and you have a large influx of Latinos and changing demographics, and now white people's mortality rates are higher than they ever were before, and they're dying off these opioids, and all their manufacturing jobs are leaving. They're like, what happened? I thought I was supposed to be on top of this shit just because of who I am.
Exactly.
And it's not necessarily because they're like inherently bad people. It's because this is what they were taught. This is the dream they were sold. You know what I mean? And finding out that what you believe to be your reality is a lie. You know, that shit'll break a motherfucker down. So sometimes when I'm telling truths that are harsh but are true, those that have really held on to a fallacy, you know, will be shattered. You know what I mean?
Especially like, you know, with the XXX thing. I know it was like a fortunate event that occurred, but your truth came out like it's nothing you can do about it.
Days later,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
But a lot of people don't see that. It's like, yo, you ever contacted the mother, or you ever?
I did try to speak to her. I sent my word to her, and I sent an apology to her because I didn't know that
of course
there was anything going on with that. You know, we pre-tape those things. You know what I mean? And it's like
that's what I was telling my boy. I said BT always like pre-tape
we
a lot of
pre-tape those things. It's like, you know, I mean the things I say. That's why I say them. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about how you say what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like more of human communication is nonverbal than is auditory, and then more of it is inflection and, you know, body language than is words. So it's like I could be saying the same words with the exact same message, but it might be tailored a little bit differently if I know what the situation is. You know what I mean? And so I sent my regards to his mother, and you know what I'm saying, I apologized to her because I didn't know she'd be around. And it was sent back to me that, you know, she accepted the apology.
Shit happens.
You know how they run with shit, though,
and I'm not surprised Jay-Z probably talked to you about that shit. This is how it is, you know what I'm saying?
Word up.
But as far as like you being lyrical and crazy out there, you have so many issues with the non-lyrical guys. I mean, I'm not dissing them, but you have so many issues with so many.
I'm off that.
Is that crazy? Like,
nah, I'm off that.
Why? Where does all this shit come from? Like,
You know, I think that I was just saying this to Angie. I was like, man, you know, I have operated for a long time with an attitude completely based in where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And being from the south side of Chicago and being in the city for real. So it's like, you know, that's real life, you know, where words have consequences and
you could die by
everybody gets caught up with it, you know what I mean? But this rap shit is the Matrix though, you know what I mean? You can't treat it the same way like you outside. And I think that I've had different spats with people and butt heads because, you know, I was allowing things to make me believe they were real when in actuality the shit is all a fairy tale.
It's an illusion.
All that shit is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you gotta just divert, go up, go over, go under, whichever way, you know. Because
you're like a real guy that got caught up in social media promotion.
Got caught in the internet, bro. It's like
That's crazy,
occasionally I got dropped in the internet and I would be like,
help,
get out. I'll be like in the fucking sunken place because I got caught in the internet because I wasn't even knowing that, you know, the button you gotta press, the way you need to move once you get in there. Because I'm not one of these niggas came from the internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. You know what I mean? And
it's you know it's unfortunate also like being lost in that world. You see 6ix9ine is like locked up now. You got issues with him. That shit is crazy. Like you gotta chill with all this craziness going on, man. Like this world.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we stay out the way, man. We don't really be talking too much about the things we do. It's all that.
I mean, you're from Chicago. Trust me. I don't even need to talk no more.
Yeah, we don't even do that.
Yo, I had Jordan Lucas up here a couple weeks ago.
Cold.
Yeah, he also talked about like mental illness. I know he had that ADHD shit he was talking about. Like putting the awareness out there.
Man, you know, I think it's definitely in the music, it's in the content, it's in the conversation. You know, because we're at a point in time when it's like a lot of people really watch interviews. You know, I have people tell me all the time like, yo, I love your interviews. Like I sit there all night and just watch the interviews. You know what I'm saying? And so I just try to be transparent about the things that I've struggled with, from, you know, depression and anxiety and suicidal ideation and all the therapy and the medication, and just be transparent about it so that other people, you know, so that other people can see that and recognize that they can address problems. And I definitely put it in the music too. You know what I mean? But I also, you know, I do work with my foundation surrounding mental health and getting mental health professionals for, you know, these underserved schools in the hood on the south side. So, I mean, I stay involved in that in all ways.
Kids need to see that.
I mean, the crazy shit is that, like, I know 90% of my friends, my close friends, they were all there. They all watched one of our close friends get stabbed and bleed out.
Oh, man.
I mean, Eddie was there. He got stabbed that same night.
Wow.
And he was there with Rodney when he passed. And everybody experienced that at the same time. But I don't think damn near any of them niggas see a therapist though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy
like,
how
it's like that's real trauma though. You know what I mean? That's like the shit that you get PTSD from. You know what I mean? It's like, and so that's why we try to address these things in that way. I mean, I even have a program with my foundation called Street Medics where we teach people in the hood first aid response. So how to put compression on a gunshot wound and how to stop the blood
I've never
flow,
heard this ever.
Tourniquet.
This is the first time I ever heard
how to
this
address a stab wound, blunt trauma to the head, because it's like this is the shit we dealing with. You know what I mean? The kids in the schools we work in tell us 80% of them have been firsthand witness or experienced extreme violence in that way. But motherfuckers ain't having the opportunities or the right health care, the right, you know, outlets to really address
or knowledge.
That. Right, the knowledge or even the stigma around it. You know, as black people, it's like you don't want to be called crazy. So people they'll hesitate to tell you about any problems with their mind.
Isn't it crazy that, you know, I'm from a different hood because I rode with 50 and South, all that craziness back in the days. I've seen it all, like shootouts, people getting fucked up. But it's fucked up how we're desensitized with that shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's to a point where I would see shootouts and then I'd just be chilling because it's like, why am I running? Like,
That's the same way we are,
it's
man.
like the Matrix. Everybody's jumping on the tables. Everybody run. You can see everything
that's the
slow.
exact same way we are.
But we're cool with it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, and that's where you start to like have to look at yourself and see how has that affected you. You know, I mean, I was thinking about that exact same thing the other day. We shot a video for a song I did called OMG with Pusha T and Pharoah on my last album.
Wow.
We were shooting a video in Chicago, and I was thinking, man, you know, I'm like, I want to bring the whole hood out. I'm thinking about like some Saint Lunatics type shit, how they had the whole hood out and all that. And I wanted to really bring the city together. And so, you know, I invited a lot of different people. And I had the Nation of Islam running security and all this. And, you know, at first people were asking me from the label, they were a little bit hesitant to shoot in Chicago. We wasn't in the hood or nothing, but I was like, man, we gonna be good, man. Like, nobody's gonna get shot or something. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be okay, you know?
Yeah.
Man, like 10 minutes into shooting the video, the second day, I'm up on top of this thing. Well, sure enough, shots rang out. Da, da, da.
Already, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we ain't even, I got the whole fleet of like a whole biker gang lined up, and we got so much dope shit that we didn't even get to shoot because the shots rang out. And, you know, I hit the deck, went into the situation, checking it out. Another shot rang out, and then they peeled off, and that was it. We kind of understood what the situation was. Me and E and all our guys, we was like, okay, you know, back to the regular scheduled program.
Let's shoot.
They didn't want to do nothing. They was done.
It's time to go. It's time
They
to
was
go
done.
home.
They were crying, bro. I mean, it was like they was literally crying. No diss to anybody, but it's like people from regular places just like are not.
We would have kept shooting. We would have been
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
People from regular places are not accustomed to that. I'm trying to get them to keep shooting the video. I'm like, no, that was for them who just got into it with Whoo. They gone. We good now.
It's a wrap. Yeah, let's get this
like,
going.
Let's get back to shooting.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I had people that were mad at me for months for that, like, because I was pushing it, trying to keep shooting, and it just made me think, like, damn, this shit is so regular to us. I remember when we was shorties, one time we was leaving this party up on 55th by CB House.
Yeah.
You remember when Pilar had the party?
Oh yeah.
And so we
somebody got their ass popped outside.
We posted right down the street, and then you see the car go skirt. It's our homie P.
Oh yeah.
You see the car go skirt,
window.
and the car crashed into the motherfucking pole, and it's just do.
What?
And so we all like, all right, fuck it, we out of here. You know, we ran off. We kept the blunt in rotation. I mean, it was like we running, passing the blunt. It was just
they grazed his head.
It was pretty leisurely, but
That's amazing, by the way. That's like action every fucking day, man. You just
you don't
chilling.
want that though. That's niggas don't want that.
Yeah, the hoes don't stick around with that. Like only the guys stick around for that shit. Like that ain't even it.
It's crazy that you brought it up there, how we just think that's like normal.
We think that shit is normal.
Super normal.
Because we've seen it so many times,
Yeah.
but that shit does not line up with other people's lifestyle.
Is Hooligan like? Did you portray a lot of that in the EP that you put out on the
I
Age
portray
Rights?
those energies. You know, I try to portray a lot of different energies and different, you know, sides of personality. So, you know, I opened up with like this Black Panther quote, and it's a song called "Dancing in the Streets," and that really has like a metaphor for a revolution. You know, so I'm spitting some of those types of things. I'm like, inside the schizophrenic mind of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Fly. If the law don't kill me first, the doors commit suicide. They gonna shoot me if I don't, or if I do comply. At least I'll die a black messiah, even if I'm crucified. You know what I mean? That's like how I'm jumping in. Then I come into, you know, speaking about some of the dark things in my mind. I go into that In Some Trouble record with Ty, which is something like, you know, I picked Shorty up from LAX on the Harley, you know, slide, just some real life player shit. Then I go into this Rowdy record with me and Herbo, which is some of those energies. It's just some real
The homie right
violent, you know, just like Chicago, Southside, gangbanging ass shit. You know, get introspective, Charlie Wilson shit. It's a lot of different energies I try to portray on there.
But you're bringing us into your world, like,
For sure.
And I'm actually absorbing your experience to understand who you are.
Yes, sir.
With Hooligan.
Yes, sir.
Why that title though? Whose idea was that? Was that yours or?
I got hooligans tattooed on my.
Oh wow.
Hooligan tattooed on my.
That's hard.
We grew up in Hyde Park, and so we was the Hyde Park hooligans. That's just how we was moving. It was just a lot of reckless shit going on, and like on some real skate culture. Like skateboarding, but like in the hood, but like doing other activities and shit.
Oh wow.
And so we always been the hooligans, really.
What was your name before Vic Mensa? Did you have a funny ass name, or your DJ was laughing at or some stupid shit? Like,
no, I mean they used to call me Lil Vic because it's a couple other Vics in Chicago.
Okay.
So we got Skinny Vic.
They used to call
Big Vic.
They used to
Shout out
call
Big
me
Vic.
Lil Vic.
Oh, there's a Big Vic too.
Shout out to Big Vic.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn near shout out to Vic Spencer, man.
That's a Vic.
Shout out Vic Spencer.
Damn near. I ain't gonna.
If
hold
you hear this, Vic, shout out you.
If you hear this, Vic Spencer, somebody tag at Vic Spencer and tell him I said
hey.
shout out to Vic Spencer.
No cap.
Vic Spencer definitely blew a lot of Swisher Sweets in that Buick. With
Nah,
niggas,
bro.
man. A whole
It's
lot.
online right now.
What's a speciality for you that you smoke? You seem to be like a good puffer.
Nah, I just smoke OG, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
OG Kush.
These days, it's just straight OG for me, just indica, because I know it won't give me anxiety, you feel me?
Okay.
It'll keep me right. I got so high the other day. So look, I had
What
this,
was it? What was the name? What was
oh
it?
my God, bro. I had a weed-infused dinner that I was hosting for this tape.
God
To
damn.
to show all my homies the tape, basically. Yeah, just to show all my people the tape. Shout out to Kitchen Toke. It's this
Wow.
company that does this weed infused cookbook
Did
type
it taste
thing.
good? Did it taste?
I mean, it was bananas.
It was A1.
But what happened was
What?
I was dumb high before I even got there because my stomach was fucked up all day because I ate too much at Thanksgiving, you feel me, and drank too much Hennessy. And so the next day I woke up feeling crazy. I had so many moves to bust. So I started smoking just to try and get my stomach ache down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm making my moves. I went to go get a haircut from my barber. Stomach still fucked up. I'm like, man, he said he got these little gummies, like some little edible joints. He's like, yeah, my wife's father be taking these to help with his stomach
See ya.
problems. You know what I mean? So I start eating that shit, and you know how it always goes with edibles. You take a little bit, then 30 minutes later, you like, I
Oh,
don't
it's a
feel
wrap.
nothing. You know what I mean? Then you eat another thing. Then an hour later,
It hits you like.
it's time for me to go to my weed dinner, and I'm so motherfucking high. I'm with my homegirl. She wanted to get some clothes from Forever 21, so I come in that bitch, start dancing to whatever the fuck playing. I could barely stand up. I end up hiding in a Subway sandwiches, because I was too high to even go to my own dinner. You feel me?
Wow.
I eventually made it there, and it was absolutely phenomenal. But that's the reason I stick to the OG, because I start fucking around with all that other shit.
I always
He
wondered.
always trying to get me smoking the Zaza.
What's that? What's Zaza?
The Zaza, that's the exotic. We just cut it short because I be too high to talk sometimes. So I just say Zaza. I'll be like,
Yeah, I gotta fuck with that Zaza
shout
with you
out-
one
shout out
time.
Jungle
Zah.
Cake, the
That Jungle Boys.
What?
He always trying to get me to fuck with that Za. I'm like, man, y'all niggas out here smoking drugs. He had that one that was. We met this man. He said he got the highest THC percentage on his weed in the world. I'm like, how you do that? You feel me? He had all the pre-rolls. He like, I take it and then I infuse it with keef. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to smoke no infused nothing. I'm
See
trying
ya.
to smoke a plant, my nigga. Some shit that came from the earth.
That's that experimental shit, man. But I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna fuck with him, man. I'm gonna fuck with that Zaza, man.
You can smoke the Zaza.
Next time I come up, I'm gonna boot you up off
Please.
the top.
Yeah, we gotta bring him some of that Jungle Cake.
His ass done passed out in this morning.
Bring him to 33.
Bring him to
The
30.
Larry
All right.
Bird.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come to one of your shows so I can experience
Yeah,
like
we
the
got you,
whole
we got
Vic
you.
Mensa
You gotta wait till the
experience.
show over to smoke it though, because you might not make it through the show off the Za.
Nah, for real.
He gonna be alright.
That shit.
He talking about nah, for real.
This ain't no fucking dabbing or nothing like that. Nah,
It's worse.
it's
No,
worse
it's
than
not.
dab.
No,
Oh
no.
man. Uh-oh.
He's capping. I don't do that dab shit.
I did a dab the other day, and after I did that dab,
I never
woke up
reached
and
you
it was
again.
the next day.
Well, one of my this is my final question. Like I've seen you spaz out on Akademiks, and you really don't deal with the bullshit, man. Now, how is it going now? Like when you see motherfuckers coming at you with the bullshit, you automatically attack it? Like,
You know what? Actually, as of late, I've been watered to the bullshit, man.
for real?
I started meditating again. You know what I'm saying?
oh, so you're like a new
just-
human this year.
I mean, I've been meditating for a long time,
Okay.
but like I recently started meditating again and really locking into that, and you know, not being reactionary. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a big student of Huey Newton,
Okay.
and you know, the title of his book, his memoirs, autobiography, is Revolutionary Suicide, which is, you know, to be willing to die for what you believe in, as opposed to reactionary suicide, which would be, you know, sabotaging yourself because of your circumstances and reacting to what comes your way and in turn hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always down to die for the shit I believe in.
You held
but-
it in though. Like you look like you about to like punch the shit out of him, man. Like does he? I mean, I know him, but I honestly cannot believe you didn't hit him that day. Like,
I wanted it to go up, though. I wanted them to air my shit.
okay. So you picked the promotional side and fucking. But at the end of the day, people love the fact that you ain't taking that
you
no
don't
shit
want-
from no bullshit.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be reactionary. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And sometimes I get, you know, testy because I've always had a temper my whole life. You know what I mean? But I think as you grow older and being a man, it's like all that shit holds different consequences than when we was kids. I mean, you snap quick, we handle some shit, we get out of there. They don't even know nobody's name, in and out. Now anything I do, you know,
Cameras is everywhere.
anything I do, I'm
Recorded,
gonna get TMZ'd. I'm gonna be on World Star, some stupid shit like that. And I'm like, I'm not that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think people sometimes, like internet kids, they get this strange impression of me, and they done called me a clout chaser. I'm like, you think I'm telling the truth about shit because I'm trying to chase clout? Like, this ain't getting me clout, my
Exactly,
nigga.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I'm in it for. But nah, I've been dipping and dodging, really just being a shadow to the bullshit and just letting that shit go straight through me.
Ooh, over. See y'all next week. Episode 4. If you want to know who it is, you got to follow me on my Instagram to get updated. At DJ Who on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Follow them all. And also, don't forget, follow at iGnant Podcast on Instagram. Immediate update right there. And of course, subscribe to my podcast. Hopefully you had a great laugh. And I'm going to try to keep y'all laughing every week. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.
This episode of the iGnant Podcast featuring DJ Whoo Kid is brought to you by the Loudspeakers Network. Executive produced by DJ Whoo Kid and A King. Make sure you rate, subscribe, comment, and share. 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 Subscribe, comment, and share.